And this happens in bubbles. I've now studied, since these bubbles came, all bubbles in history. Bubbles basically go back to where they started. They bubble up way beyond the fundamentals, crazy, and then they go back to where they started. That is 3,250 to 4,300 on Bitcoin. That's where it should go. The projections also tracking the dot-com bubble before, the real boom. Bitcoin could go to 500,000 to 1 million. My actual target right now today is the next boom will take it to a peak of 780,000.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have investor Harry Dent giving us his updated price prediction for Bitcoin and the future of the crypto market. His recent prediction is based on a study of bubbles in history and the similarities between the current trend of Bitcoin and the dot-com bubble. Dent says the price of Bitcoin will go back down between $3,000 and $4,000 and then potentially reach a peak of $780,000 during the next boom. He predicts we'll see the bottom for Bitcoin come in before the coming stock market drop, which might be in late 2023 or mid-2024. He believes the current price of Bitcoin, even down 70%, will continue to drop to 95% if the trend follows the dot-com bubble. Dent considers the crypto market to be the next big thing and advises that the shakeout of weaker coins is necessary for the best companies to emerge. Let's get right into the latest interview with Harry Dent as he gives us his prediction and price breakdown for Bitcoin and what he sees coming for 2023 in the stock and crypto market. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content we do here on this channel. Let's get right into the video.
Bitcoin is ahead of stocks and will probably bottom before stocks, maybe late in 2023, where stocks might be mid 2024, because it's kind of the leading sector. It goes up more, it goes down more. It's already been down 70% when stocks were down 34 to 38 on the NASDAQ and 25 to 27 on the S&P. I am predicting that, and I'm just following the same bubbles in Amazon and .coms. I'm telling you the same exact proportions, the bubble and the burst in the .coms is now 22 years later, that crypto will bottom around its late 2018, early 2019 lows around 3,250 to 4,000. So it's still, even at 16,000, down 70%, it will be down 95% if we do the same thing we did with the .coms. So it's not time to buy crypto later, but I also advise crypto is the next big thing. The dot-coms were the next big thing emerging in the late 90s in that bubble. They were small. That's a shakeout, which is necessary, Dan. This is a good thing. You have tons of new entrants and then you shake them out to the ones that are really strong and have their stuff together. That's what the shakeout's for. That's what happened, back in 2000, 2002. And then you see the real boom, okay? So the best companies will survive. We've had 40,000 coins by some count. This is ridiculous. All they are is cheap IPOs. Coins are cheap IPOs. The blockchain technology is real and will emerge after we wipe out all these ridiculous coin companies. Bubbles have a lot of momentum. You just have to be smart enough to take your profits before it's too late, because bubbles grow more rapidly than bull markets, literally 2 to 3 times the rate, but they crash twice as fast as they grow. So when the bubbles burst, it happens very fast. So it is good to go with a bubble. And this is the second bubble, and it's actually the thing I'm telling people, it's actually tracing at a higher level the first bubble, and basically it peaked right in line with where the first bubble peaked after going up for about 5 years. So that was a good time to get out, okay? So that would have been the best thing. You might have gotten out at 50 before, or 69 at the top, or you might have gotten out at 45 afterward, but anywhere there is going to look good when it ends up back where it started at 3,250 or so.
As I'm sure you're aware, many are now bullish gold. People who were bearish turning bullish, looking at the technicals of gold.
Yeah.
Many feeling this is the year of gold. Have you had any change? I guess you haven't had a change of heart when it comes to gold price.
Okay, what's the best analogy for this? 2008 was the first bubble and the first burst, and it did not go through like 29 to 32. It didn't erase the full bubble. Government stepped in and stimulated extremely hard and did it for 13 years until recently, okay? So they stopped the bubble from bursting, okay? So we have to go back and wipe out this bubble. Bubbles are not bad. They basically help launch a new sector and raise a lot of money for a lot of new companies. The point is, though, all those new companies can't make it. You have to shake them out. So this shakeout stage, which we're in and we'll be in for a few years, is important also. So you have to buy the winners at the bottom. And I'm going to tell you, Bitcoin's going to survive this. Ethereum, many companies, there might be 10 or 12 really solid companies that are going to survive this thing and have an incredible boom for the next 15 years. And that's what the dot-coms did. But most of those dot-coms, remember how many dot-coms there were? There was a dot-com for every name in retail possible, dog.com, cat.com, whatever. And they all went under except the best ones. And the best ones then changed the economy. We're all online now. It's a giant industry now. So This is the way the economy works. There's nothing wrong with it. When people say this can't happen or not, they haven't studied history. I'm just looking at exactly what happened in the last bubble. And this has now clearly been a bubble of similar magnitude. Why would you expect anything else other than a 95% crash? Because that's what happened last time, including the leaders like Amazon.
Dent says the bubbles grow more rapidly than bull markets and crash faster, therefore it's smart to take profits in a bubble. He also believes that the current bubble in crypto is trading now at a higher level, and the best time to get out would have been between 45 and 50,000 after the peak. Dent says the coming shakeout will eliminate many new companies in crypto, and the ones that survive will likely experience a boom in the next 15 years, similar to what happened with the dot-com era in the 90s.
Everything's going down. Some companies just go down more than others. So the first sign, when we're getting towards a bottom here, let's say in mid-2024, and the NASDAQ is down enough to say we're near a bottom, like down 80 to 90% instead of 40 to 50 to 60, then you start like, okay, whichever company's held up the most. If a company, like say, is only down 80%, well, it did a lot better than the companies down 90. But you also always look for the companies with the strongest market share and dominant. Nobody is taking out Amazon, okay? Amazon is the biggest, most diversified retailer in all of history. It would have been the Sears of the 50s and 60s boom, okay? And so Amazon is going to survive. And for me, it's very simple. I'm not going to analyze 40,000 companies and down to the 1,000 that might survive this, or a couple hundred, and then pick the best one. That's too much work. I'm just going to buy the leaders and then look at how the stocks have performed on the way down to maybe refine that. But it can be that simple. But if somebody said, what do I do? Okay, I'm going to buy Ethereum and Bitcoin in early to mid 2024, maybe late 2023, because I think if somebody said today you have to do it and can't change your mind, that would be what I'd say today. So just look at it and refine that in the future. But you don't have to be complicated about this. You can pick the best stocks. That's a lot of work. I'm looking at the whole world and all major sectors and countries. I don't have time to decide if Krypton is going to beat Bombaton, okay? I don't have time for that.
Harry Dent advises buying the winners at the bottom and mentions that Bitcoin and Ethereum are likely to survive. He emphasizes the importance of studying history and not expecting anything different from what happened during the last bubble. His advice on how to invest during the current economic conditions is to buy the market leaders such as Amazon rather than analyzing thousands of companies. He advises people to keep things simple and pick the best stocks. Dent says a good option would be to buy Ethereum and Bitcoin in late 2023 or mid-2024. He also believes blockchain technology is real, but many coins are just cheap IPOs that will be wiped out. What do you think about Harry Dent's price prediction for Bitcoin and where the stock and crypto market is headed in 2023? Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.